All right, test 1, 2. Looks like we're rocking and rolling. Here we go. Let's grab all of our friends and everybody starts rolling in. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see you today to round out the first real week of a new year. We all know January 1 through January 4, nothing really happens, right? But we're doing the thing now, so it's been an awesome week here. I've been super excited to be with you guys. Really enjoying myself, and I know you guys have as well. So I'm excited to get right into it today. Let's get all of our permissions. Yes, lovely. All right, great, gang. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to do the thing. Nice. Margaret, you got that echo fixed. That was fantastic. Gang, if you have any questions whatsoever, now is the time to ask. We want to make sure we round out the week with some big wins. Let's do things. Let's make sure we hop over any hurdles that have been holding us back, or maybe we're going to do some work today that's going to set us up for next week. Whatever your questions are, I'm here to help. So how the session goes, just in case you're unfamiliar, from this hour block, 11 to 12, you can ask me any question about anything that you have. Right? There's no parameters on this hour, 11 to 12. From 12 to 1, we're going to have an expert portion of the session. All of our experts, everybody running their one-to-many presentations, the course owners, the creators, any expert questions, and that's going to be specifically from 12 to 1. But we can hop right into it now, gang, and do big things. So if you have a question, please just raise your hand. That lets me know that you have an actual question. Many people join these sessions just to learn and observe and watch their colleagues, and that's perfectly fine. A rising tide raises all ships here in OFA. But if you have a question and you would like for me to pull you up and you can actually speak about that, please do raise your hand, just like Sarah did. That was perfect. If you don't know how to raise your hand, at the bottom of Zoom, you'll see a little heart. That heart says react. Click the heart. Then a pop-up shows up, and you'll see a button that says raise hand. You click that button. It'll raise your hand, get you added to the list. All right, gang, let's do it. Let's have some fun. Nice. Ryan, you're going to be first, followed by Margaret.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Living the dream.
Come on with it.
I am traveling again. I'm in Mexico, so loving the weather here. But I wanted to talk about some strategy with you. So I'm like halfway to the 1 comma word now. I've made some
Nice.
sales.
Congrats, Ryan. Some sales
Thank
roll
you.
in.
Yes,
Come
it's
on.
happening.
Here we go.
And I'm texting my masterclass students and getting good feedback. So that's really awesome.
Oh.
So super excited about that, but it still hasn't gone as quickly as I expected. I'm still having trouble bringing in sales at my price points of like 197, 297. I did a $97 like Christmas and New Year's special, which got some sales, which was good. So I'm almost thinking of splitting my 9 module course up into like taking 3 of the modules and doing like a mini course, kind of like Christine Morel, and then like doing like a $47 where they can get in lower, get a chunk of excitement and what it's all about, and then do maybe, because I did just buy Christine's thing yesterday just to see what she's offering, and then she does an OTO for like her bigger course right after that. What do you think about me like taking 3 of my 9 modules and selling it at like 27 or 47 and then doing an OTO for the bigger half?
I'm a huge fan of that, Ryan. I
Okay.
really like that. It's just the level of commitment that we ask from our customers, right? Remind me, Ryan, you don't have a massive brand built up yet. People don't really know Ryan as the entrepreneur maker or the nomad maker. Is that correct?
Like everyone knows me to be like a world traveler and a one-on-one coach, but like I don't have a massive following online. I have like maybe 3,000 followers online.
Right.
But I have I have proven, travels and working abroad for the past 8 years on my Instagram. So.
But as far as the market is concerned, we're still really building that brand.
Yeah. Like I'm not like, I need to continue to build that.
Correct. So, in that case, I absolutely love your plan. Break it down. You'll see Christine Morel I got you, Marie. It's coming right now. You'll see that Christine Morel, she does. She breaks her course down. She gives a little entry level, but the big thing with Christine's entry level course is that it delivers a result. By the end of that mini course, they have a result. They can make their paid ads, right? Maybe they're not doing it perfect, and maybe they're missing out on some things, but they have a deliverable result that they desired. That helps Christine build up her know, like, and trust, her authority. And then after they take that course, of course, she hits them with the upsells. And in ClickFunnels, you can make it where, let's say they buy 3 modules for $47. You can show them the 3 modules they have access to, and then they can see the rest of the course grayed out. So it's an
Okay.
amazing way to bring your people in. For years, Ryan, we've done this. I've said to people, make a 6-module course, make your normal course, give away module 1 for free, turn module
Okay.
1 into a lead magnet, allow people to come in, try your thing, get results, build the know, like, and trust in you as a coach and authoritative figure. And then once they finish module 1 and they have the result, they naturally want to go to module 2. They click it and it says, oh, wow, you can upgrade here now. And now they're primed and ready. Before, they weren't primed and ready to make that decision, that commitment, that monetary commitment to you. But now that they've gotten a result, they've worked with you, they've learned from you, now they can really make that decision. And the risk is it's no longer a risky decision, right? It's a risky decision early on because they don't know you yet. They haven't seen, you haven't made 100 people digital nomads. There's nobody online screaming your name of like, I did this and Ryan helped me. That would send people to you hot, right? Warm or hot. The expectation is set and they're just like, yep, give it to me. How do I buy that thing? I already know that I want it. So
Okay.
yes, I love that method.
Would you suggest I start off with 1 module for free or 3 for,
You could
27 or
you could
47?
tier
What?
out the course, Ryan. You could have module 1 completely for free, and that could be a lead funnel that you're running ads to. You could
Okay.
have 3 modules paired together for $47 and then the full course for $9.97. Yes, you could.
So could I do both at the same time?
Yes.
So just 2 different funnels
Yes.
and running 2 different
I think
ad
what I
sets
would
too.
I think what I might do,
Uh-huh.
Ryan, I think what I would do for this is I would probably make my opt-in funnel and my first module, I would probably make that its own standalone course, just module 1.
Okay.
Personally, I would probably make that opt-in funnel, have a pixel on it, so you can start generating lists of people interested in this thing. That'll help you make a lookalike audience in Facebook and get your Facebook ad targeting much faster, right? I would probably make module 1 a standalone course that people get access to. From there, upsell them into the 47. Once they're in the $47 course, that's your normal course, right? They buy the 3 modules, they get those things, and then they're in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then they will be able from there to transition to the total 9 module course.
That's exactly right. Yep. They take your 3 modules for 47. They do the thing. When they get to the end, your full course is there. So they can see all the other modules, easy upgrade right in.
Okay. That's a good, I think that's where I'm headed. So
Cool.
awesome. Thanks, man.
Lovely. Good stuff, Ryan. Fantastic, man. I'm super proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Ryan. Any more questions before I let you go?
That's it. No, I think I'm gonna run with that, see how it goes, and you'll see me in a couple days, I'm sure.
That sounds good to me, Ryan. Great stuff, man. Enjoy
Thanks.
vacation too, or enjoy working from Mexico.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, brother. See you soon. All right, Margaret is going to be next.
Good morning,
Bingo.
everyone. Good morning, Dante.
Great to see you.
So it looks like Ryan kind of just set me up. Thanks for the tee up here, Ryan. So number one, I am now going. Let me just say this. I started this process March of 2024. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, on my wall here, I have the I commit to show up, my goals, everything, and I just keep it there because every day I'm seeing it, and so until I reach all those goals, it'll stay up on my door there. And I started going through the 2025 One Funnel Away. I hadn't started that. I finished the One Funnel Away, when I first started, 10 days, went through it, just was crazy, just trying to get through the whole thing. And I saw Click One Comma Club application. I'm like, what? So my brain's been focused on the two comma club, award. I'm like, okay, so I want to make my $1 million, but I'm competitive. I'm a high school athlete, college, and so I'm crazy competitive, and so that's why I can't work with my husband, but because I'm crazy. So, so can I apply? Because in October we finally launched the funnel, right? And it's completeness. Well, what I'm learning is the funnel is never complete. You're always tweaking and always adding and doing things to it. So it's really interesting how it evolves. I
Oh
would
my
say evolve.
goodness, the revelations you've had this week. Yes.
I'm telling you, it just evolves. It's like human beings. We just evolve. We just keep getting better and better and better, and you can add and tweak and all of that. So it's like a nonlinear edit, and you can move blocks around. And so I was like, what? Can I apply for this? Because I had a client who's like, yes, we want to come into your course for 997, and then they're like, but we want you to help us. So that's when we talked about the DWI, right? Do it with you. And I'm like, okay, I was going to launch that next year, but you want to pay me now? Okay, so let's figure out what that's going to be. So that's 2,997. And they said, but we don't have any money. So can you help us finance it? So we figured out financing. So now we've got the financing going on. They pay for the course, $2,997. And I want my award. Can I apply for the award, even though
Absolutely, you can. You've
yeah, let's
collected
talk
a
about it.
thousand dollars in your funnel already, yes?
Yes,
Then
yes,
you're rocking. That's it.
yes, 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 yes. So now I got another question for you. As a result, I'm trying to figure out. Remember, I talked about, and I'm just going to trigger your brain on certain things. So I'm doing a cohort that with an organization in Northern California for. Remember, I said they're paying $9,000 for it, right?
Yes.
But that's a result from the grant readiness trainings and teachings and all of that I did for them. I did some kind of modified teachings, but I want everything to kind of circle back to the funnel. I want to try to like we can invoice them. I mean, we had them give us 10% down, but to lock the dates. But is there a way that I could take that remaining $8,100 cohort or do some sort of exclusive cohort event or whatever that's bringing in a bunch of nonprofits, and they're specifically for grant readiness. So they got a grant for grant readiness, and so I'm teaching the grant readiness, which can lead to more opportunities. Like I'm on a call here, at what 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock for someone that they pitched me to. So it's just kind of starting to, pick up. But I really want everything to come through my funnels. Is there a way to kind of navigate that? Because I'm making money, I'm starting to make money and I like it, but how do I get that money coming through the funnel? Or is it possible? I don't know.
You mean the money that the company's going to pay you?
Right. So when I do a cohort, if I do something that it's not them coming through the grant readiness framework funnel. So like for our grant readiness framework funnel, remember we did the freebie, so they can only get that link if I send it to them. Then now we have the DWY. Could I do another page that says, hey, let's do a cohort and have Margaret Jackson come in and do grant readiness framework? That's maybe and for them I'm doing a really a modified version that is what's the word I'm looking for, that's designed exclusively for them, for their region, for their area. So it's customized. That's the word I'm looking for. So customized, and we could do a cohort for, hey, you know I don't want to do it for $9,000. It's really a lot of work because I'm doing 8 hours, 3 different days, hands-on, pretty intensive. So I'd like to make that more like, I don't know, something more than $9,000.
Yeah, probably more like 19.
Yeah, yeah, somewhere in there because I'm doing two different cohorts and nonprofits that are really brand new, baby nonprofits that really don't know what they're doing, and then experienced nonprofits that really want to improve their hit rates and
Mm.
why they're not. So could I do something like that? Can I add a page that says this is going to be X amount of dollars?
Yes, yes, you can, Margaret. Just make the page that articulates your offer, and then make a product. And once you dial in on the price point that you want to charge for this, you just go make that product, make the funnel page, add the product to the page. Now you can reach out to these companies and say, hey, love to do a cohort, or even the company that wants you to do it. Just send them your funnel link. Say, hey guys, so excited to do this. Just go ahead, go to this link, pay
Oh,
here.
very
We're
well.
rocking and rolling. As soon as I see that come through, we'll reach out. We'll get the logistics, Yeah, you just send them to the funnel, load the product in. They buy the product right there.
Right, exclusive. So that's what would it be. So I can give them an exclusive. I don't have to really, and then I'll take bits and pieces. They'll get, some of the things that are in the current grant, some of the analysis and surveys and things like that that they have to do to see where they're at, and then do it exclusive for their organization, if they're bringing people in like this company or like the company that I'm going to talk to. If it's just one, I would be willing to do $9,000 for just one company, one organization to do something exclusive. But if it's going to be them and many people, many businesses are going to come in, then it becomes.
So then there's two products, right? You would create the one product for the first thing you just explained, where it's just one coming in,
Yeah.
$9,000. The next product is your full one, $18,000.
So
You can
that would
put
be a
both of
cohort. Yes. That would be a cohort, and then the other one would be exclusive to your organization.
Yep.
Y'all gonna make me so wealthy, it's gonna be stupid. I'm not doing bad now, but I'm getting ready to have a crazy year. Okay, so I'm excited about that.
Come on, Margaret.
I'm excited. So last question. This is weird. I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, and I don't know if you have an answer. I have talked to your new AI that support.
Omni?
Interesting. If that's its name, I don't know, but it gives me I don't know. I'm looking for people. I'm a people person, so I love AI. An AI expert for SBDC, but I am a people person in terms of that sort of stuff. Customer service is a big deal to me. Um, when I come into my ClickFunnels, it is like little bit of a nightmare. And I'm saying
Mm.
that in a very respectful way. When I come in, I always use a magic link. I didn't set up a um, password.
Okay.
So this is what it does to me. I click, put my email address in, and I immediately, once I click to get the magic link, it goes to a you've been blocked page. So I get the you've been blocked. And so I have to refresh that page maybe 2 or 3 times to get it to go to the where you're going to put in your magic link. I get the magic link, I put the magic link in, and it goes, you've been blocked. And so I get to refresh that page. It is time consuming, by the way. Um,
Yes.
and, and so I have to refresh that a couple of times to get it to the authentication page where I have to go get my authentication number and I put that in and it says you've been blocked and then maybe it'll say you've been blocked. It depends. Sometimes you've been blocked or it'll take me straight into my funnel account. But if it does say you've been blocked at the end, it will do it like one time and then I have to refresh it again. But it is like, and I appreciate the
It takes you
security.
like 10 minutes to log into your account.
It's ridiculous. Because I'm like, oh gosh, I don't have this kind of time to, every moment counts for me.
Yeah.
I'm running out of time. 2026 is almost over. You guys are, so I'm like, what happened? Anyone else
Okay.
having that problem? I don't know.
I'd love to know, does anybody else have that problem? If so, please put a 1 in the chat. I have not heard about that like ever, basically. So if you're having that problem, put a 1 in the chat. Here's what Brenda, we're going to get you squared away. That is not a thing, gang. Because you're right, Margaret. You're like, I'm logging in to start my day. It breaks my heart because as I'm seeing it, one thing entrepreneurs really need to get good at is removing friction from our
Right.
processes. How many times do we have a process that is full of friction and we avoid that process because we're trying to avoid the friction, right? So making things frictionless. And what you just said to me is basically at the start of my day, I'm immediately encountering friction. That
Right.
is unacceptable. We will fix that immediately. I'm going to put an email. I put an email in the chat. I love Omni. Omni is our new AI, the power behind ClickFunnels. It's fantastic. You can go prompt it, you can go ask questions. It's really great for sourcing information quickly. But I like people still too. I'm not a full robot yet myself. I put a
Right.
link
Right.
in the chat for you. It is CF2 support at clickfunnels.com. You guys feel free to write that email down, put it in notes somewhere if you just want to keep it safe. CF2 support at clickfunnels.com. That will send an email, Margaret, directly to our support team. It'll
Right.
bypass Omni. So feel free, just shoot an email right over there and just give us a full explanation just like that. Step 1, step 2, step 3. They'll go in there and clear everything out so you never have that again.
Maybe I'll do it as a Loom video so they can actually see it, see what's happening.
Looms are always the best. If you can give video examples of what you're seeing, you really enable the agents to understand completely and they can just get right to work for you.
Right, because I don't really want to set up another password for another account. I love the magic link, but it's like, I have to travel from Texas to California to get into my account. It's like, okay, every day, that's really not fun for me.
Not a
Love the
chance.
product, but yeah, if we can fix that, great. That's all my questions today. I want to get my award.
Sweet.
So that's
Yes.
awesome. Okay.
Go
All
go
right.
go apply for that award. I'll be keeping an eye on the back end there. Cannot wait to see your name come through.
Me too. Me too. All right. Take care. Thank you.
You got it, Margaret. So good. All right, next up we have Sarah. Great to see you, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Living the dream. How are you?
Good. Yeah. I used to be ill a bit, so my voice is a bit strange, but
Oh no.
better. No, it's
Wow,
okay
you
now.
sound amazing when you're sick. I don't sound like that when I'm sick. Good for you.
No, that's the last day just before it was really worse. No, that's okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask you a quick question,
Yes.
and it's about the summit. I'm gonna do some talks
Ah.
on virtual summits in March. I have two of them that are planned already. And now I've realized I've started to sell all the time. And for I'm celebrating too for the Black Friday and the Christmas sales. I made a total about 19,000 euros. So I'm very happy. I
Let's
hadn't been
go,
able to
Sarah.
do that for a while, so now I'm very happy.
Let's
And
go.
I'm selling the same stuff. So this is the first time I'm always selling the same stuff. So I'm very excited to see that I'm going to sell all the time and more and more. So that's good. And
Come on with it,
all the
Sarah.
work we've done to simplify and choose and pick up the right one and without, well, that was difficult. That was very long, but it was so worth it. So I'm very happy. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So good.
So,
Oh, I'm stoked. Because you did. You worked really hard for this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
worked hard. You allowed your mind to be challenged many, many, many times. You
Yeah.
gave us trust and faith and did the things we were asking, even if you didn't see the outcome. It's amazing. You did the hardest things in the world. I'm crazy proud of you.
Yeah, it was hard not to go and see other trainings and the stuff and to stay stuck to it. So
And
it was
how
hard
hard
for
was
me.
it not to just fall
Yeah,
back into your normal patterns, the
yeah,
things you've done for the
exactly.
last decade in your business?
Exactly. And actually, for the last sales, because I had already done private sales a couple of years ago, and I had that kind of results too. But um, the thing is, uh, I was afraid, of course, of some stuff I didn't realize. But a person talked to me and said, I like you, but you're sending so many emails. This is just like harassment and everything. And she was wondering if she would unsubscribe. And actually, at the beginning, I was kind of me was thinking, oh, maybe I'm selling too many emails. And I was kind of afraid to lose the leads I had and that kind of stuff. But clearly, then I got angry. I got angry and I wrote back to her that actually some people just ask me for free stuff and they are happy to receive a lot of them. And I'm happy if she didn't actually suffer from what we got. And I'm helping people here, and I'm not going to stop just because she doesn't want to unsubscribe. I mean, of course, she doesn't seem to like new newsletter. So if she wants, she can just quit, or she can just go to my social medias, which I don't feed very much, but at least she only goes when she wants to receive something.
Sure.
If she didn't know how to unsubscribe because it was a nice message, but actually, yeah, it pissed me off. But
And why did it piss you off?
because yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because I was afraid to receive that, and this is why I didn't send so much. And now that I dared for the Christmas and everything, it was the first time I was doing this bundle, and I wanted everyone to take it because it's almost $2,000. So it's a really long work. It's 20 years, and it's very incredible and everything. It's worth it. I can't do it less. But I wanted the most people to take it while it was 70% off, not afterwards. So I really wanted to help and do that. And I dared. And as long as I do that, someone just telling you send too much emails. And it was for me just as if she was inside of my living room and telling me, you're talking too loud inside of your living room. So I said, no, okay, if you don't want to receive them, just unsubscribe. And if you
Just
want
go
me
home.
to help you, I can do that. But I mean, it's too much. It's not the appropriate thing. And I was proud to see that. But I also realized I was afraid. I was afraid to lose the leads and everything, even if they were not good leads, actually. So this was a victory too. I mean, to do that. Yeah, I
So
realized
that's
I wasn't
so
afraid now.
amazing. To summarize what you've gone through, you did what Russell said. You sent tons of actual marketing emails,
Yeah.
breaking people's limiting beliefs,
Yeah,
emotion,
exactly.
logic, fear. You
Yeah,
put
I had
urgency
never
in.
done that before so much. I mean,
You
yeah,
did the thing, and you never
I
did it before
answered
because
to,
you were so scared that you were going to make
yeah,
your list angry and your list was going to abandon you, and all the hard work you've
yeah,
done would be gone over all the years. And
yeah,
at the end of it all, now that we're through,
yeah.
you were able to make more sales in that Christmas holiday season than you ever have before. Is that correct?
No, I had already done that, but
Cool. Great.
in a short time, it was only the second time. In a
Great.
so small time, it was only the second time actually.
Great.
Except once I had done 28K for just one sale. So this is a different, really premium stuff. But then I stopped because I wasn't ready to help people that was so premium. I didn't feel ready, so that's why I went back to other stuff. So yeah.
So good.
But
Of
that's the best thing I've ever done for years. And that's the first time I'm selling again and again the same stuff. This is the first time because the other time I had done 3 different products to get that, not just one. So
right.
yeah.
And
So I'm
after
so
it's
glad.
all said and done, Sarah, how many people unsubscribed roughly?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe I have almost 3,000 active, well, on not, with wrong emails and that kind of stuff. So
Sure.
on this 3,000, maybe less than 100, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wanted to deep dive, you could go deep dive into
Yeah.
those 100 people that unsubscribed, and you could
Mm,
look at their activity, and you
mm,
could go see, like, is each of these people, were they actually reading my emails? Were they
yeah.
engaging with my business? What you're
Yeah.
probably going to find, though, Sarah, is that they weren't reading your emails.
No, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So you actually, that's a bonus. Getting those 100 people off your list
Mm,
cleans up your list. Your
yeah.
sender reputation goes up. More people you send to are now clicking and opening and interacting with your emails. It's just great across the board. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and I dared because I saw some people were still opening the emails and hesitated, and some of them just wrote to me and said, even though it's a great opportunity, I can't afford it. So I'm thinking about things I can do for them, And then I talked to some of them, and I got what I had when I was in my classroom. I asked them the right question I had never asked in one-to-many selling. Is just give me three cases, three precise examples of how it's happening when you want to teach for your kids for homework, for example, or three precise example. And then I see exactly what are the limiting beliefs. He's not motivated, is not this and that. Whereas what she was doing was far too hard, far not appropriate. So I have, I've just sent today a survey, just asking them the three cases, and I'm gonna use that for my YouTube channel. I want to use that and talk about this because this is the thing, you can teach them what not to do without giving all the method, but just knowing what not to do is already great value, and it's the start anyway. So yeah, I'm working on that too.
Come on with it, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Me too. Great stuff. So
Hard
now
work
you're gonna
pays.
go do networking now. You're gonna go speak at events, yes?
Yeah, yes, they are planned already. Two of them are already planned, and I have more, but I have two of them. And
Great.
the question was about, the perfect webinar. Usually I give I have to give a lead magnet, and this is a free training. So this is the perfect webinar. Or I don't know if I'm supposed also to do a kind of perfect webinar, but it's not always easy to, it's not going to be the same because I'm going in different events during the year, and I don't want to do exactly the same conference.
Why?
So
You mean, sorry, you said conference. Do you
yeah,
mean you don't want to do the same presentation?
yeah,
Why?
yeah. Because some people follow different of them, and I like, maybe this is my ego, but I like to give a new one actually, and so that they wouldn't say, oh, I already know Sarah, I've already seen what she's done, I've already seen her presentation. And the subjects are not exactly the same. For example, one of them is about the teenagers, and one of them is about the how to draw and to use visual tools. So I wanted to, and I need also to make new presentations. I love that so much. And the first one is going to be how not to go everywhere. And the second one is how to help teenagers to concentrate, be motivated, and that kind of stuff when they're working, when they're doing their homework. And the thing is to bring them to my free training. And I use the tool and I draw for them. So I kind of sell already how I do things because this is how to learn. So when you go outside of my presentation, you've learned, you've had fun, you've had fun. So this is edutainment. You felt it, so it kind of sells what I do. But I don't know how. Well, I would like to have some help to build maybe a new kind of perfect webinar on this subject that goes naturally to my product and or my free training. See what I mean?
Yes. First thing I will say on all that. Yes, you should have multiple presentations, right? Because you have, if you look at the event landscape, you'll have some events that are for students and parents of students, right? So there will be some variations. But you don't need to make a ton of them. I've been going to Tony Robbins events for years, and I'm sure you've seen Tony many times.
Yeah.
It's the same speech every time. And you know it's coming. Right? Like at FHL 25. That wasn't the first time you saw Tony, or was it?
No.
It was not the first time.
No, I know I'm starting to know his stories by heart too.
Yes. And were you not still
love him.
excited to see Tony? Yes, right?
Yeah.
So
That's so
you
incredible.
are passionate about your topic just like Tony.
Yeah.
So you don't need to have all these different keynotes. You don't need, I guess what I really want to point out here is if you're going to talk about how to encourage and if you're going to talk about how to encourage and how to build up your student, the kid, how to build excitement inside of them, you don't need 3 presentations on that. You just have one, you know? And then once you nail the presentation, Sarah, Russell did this. Once you have your presentation nailed, like a webinar, for instance, because a webinar is a presentation on a topic, once you have that nailed, I would love to see you try and go find events that your presentation works for. Instead of building new presentations for new events. That's what Russell did. When he built his webinar, he did all the things you're now doing. The one that built ClickFunnels from 0 to 100 million in under 3 years. That, once he nailed that webinar, like by exporting chat, surveying his customers, hearing the words that they're saying, smashing their limiting beliefs because he asked them what their limiting beliefs were, right? And once that presentation was amazing, he didn't go on to the next one, which is what most people do. They say, oh, wow, great, I did this webinar and it killed it. Amazing. Let's go do the next one. No, it's moss. It's more of the same. Russell did that webinar every single week for years until the webinar no longer converted. Russell went to every single event that he could that webinar would work well for those listeners until those events no longer converted. And then he made the next one.
Yeah, the thing is that, well, first of all, I love to do different things. That's the first reason also. And the second one is one of the summit I do every year. I've done it for 7 years, and I do it for 2 or 3 times a year. Maybe 2 times live, and another one with some of the replays. So it was complicated for me to record the same presentation every time. I guess I could tweak less. The message is the same already. You don't have there is no such thing as bad students, just bad methods. So the message is always the same, but the angle, the emotional angle, or the thing that the theme I'm using, depending on the event's title or that kind of stuff.
Sure.
It's kind of different, but yeah, I could
but that's
switch
only an edit to your first 15
less.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like that's only changing your angle in the first 15 minutes of your webinar. That's maybe changing the big domino from domino A to domino B. That's only the first 15 minutes, and I'm totally cool with you doing that.
That wouldn't be true if I told you that was true. I would love to tell you it's already true, but it's not. But yeah, I should do that. I should switch the angle the first 15 minutes and then keep more of the same. Even though I have some, I've been a teacher for 20 years with kids, so you always have to kept them to capture their attention and change things. So this is such a second nature for me. But yeah, I should keep more of it, and but keep changing just the introduction. Yeah, I could do that.
Yes.
I'm going to try to do that.
Yes. Because like in Russell's presentations, secret number 1 is the funnel secret. Like Russell's dream customer is entrepreneurs and business owners. So secret number 1 is the funnel secret. That doesn't change. Whether he's speaking to entrepreneurs who build software or entrepreneurs who own practices like chiropractors or dentists, whether he's talking to entrepreneurs that travel nomadically, like it doesn't matter. Secret number 1 is for all entrepreneurs, the funnel secret. Secret number 2 is your cult secret, how to build a cult. Sure. And that doesn't change as he goes to different entrepreneurs, right? So I agree with you. You're not wrong, but I think the large view of what we're looking at is we're just still getting our webinar perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So keep going. Keep doing the thing. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. It's iterative processes.
So yeah, I've got to use that as a perfect webinar and not just do another perfect webinar afterwards. Well, I'll have some, but the thing is, I wasn't sure about who I wanted to keep and who I wanted to talk to. So that might be also why I was changing. I wasn't sure, and it was always changing what I was selling afterwards. But for the first time, I'm starting this year. I already know I have 2 events that are planned, and I already know what I want to sell afterwards, and it's the same thing. So that's the first time. So it's gonna change. It's gonna help me, I think. Yeah,
That's
from now on.
amazing.
Because yeah, since I was changing all the time, I needed to change what was the path to the cell. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I'm curious. Do you have a link in bio funnel?
Yeah, I've made one. Yeah.
Great. I love link in bio funnels for events.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
are you just gonna speak at the event, or are you gonna hang out for a day after and try and like network and build relations?
It's online. No, it's
Oh,
just
it's all
online,
online.
pre-recorded. Well, one of them is online, but it's 2 week event, and we go and the speakers become the attendees and everything. So here we're going to network, and there are going to be this, but the second one, no. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. I just love link in bio funnels for any sort of events like this, any sort of networking, because you're going to go do your presentation and you already hit the nail on the head. You're not going to close the whole room. It's so nobody closes the whole room, right? We only get portions. So instead of trying to speak to everyone, you speak to your customer who's
Yeah.
in that. And then you want to speak to your customer. You want to get your customer to stand up out of their seats. And when you say, go to the back table and talk to my team, or go to the back table and do whatever, or when you give the call to action, you want your customer standing up and taking action on it, because there's going to be a whole nother people that might not be exactly who you were talking to, but they're pretty darn close. And you did a great job with your presentation. So they can, in imagination, they're putting it together and like, man, this might be really great. I'm really kind of on the fence about this. I know she didn't say it's perfect for me, but man, I really think I could do this. Now they're watching all your dream customers standing up and going to do the thing, and that table rush starts a feeding frenzy. And you get those other people that are kind of on the fence. And for the people who didn't take action, we have link in bio funnels where you're like, hey, if you're just getting started in this, if you've never done anything and you just want to dip your toes and kind of start to learn and get some solid foundations poured, I have amazing free resources that'll help you do that. Just go to www. Or just throw your link in the chat or throw up a QR code, right? So now you're making sales and you're generating leads as well. You can nurture these leads and turn them into sales down the line.
You want me to really sell? I mean, I just wanted to do a presentation without selling and just get their email.
And you can. That happens all the time, right? We do presentations all the time without selling. It's a really great push for our brand, right? Because we're going to take that presentation and we're going to get the link. We're going to get the download from the event. We're going to put that up on our YouTube channel. We're going to have a nice brand video where we are on stage delivering a fantastic presentation. We're going to take that YouTube video and we're going to cut out the best moments and we're going to turn those into shorts and Facebook Reels and TikToks, so that, yes, that one thing you don't have to sell and you can still use it for great monetization methods. But we're always trying to collect leads.
Yeah.
If I'm going to an event and if I'm
do that.
speaking at that event,
Yeah, of
I want to
course.
collect those leads. Even if, Sarah, let's say you used let's say that you used, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, let's say that you used Facebook as your main thing, right? You have a big presence on Facebook. What I would do is I would put my link in bio on my Facebook page. And literally in the moment, I would be telling people like, hey, if you guys want, I have a bunch of amazing free resources. Just go to my Facebook profile. Just type in Sarah Joban in Facebook. It'll take you right there. If you want, also here, I just put the link in the chat for you. Feel free to just click that. It'll take you right to it. And if you go to my About, the first link that you're going to see is to all of my resources. Click that link and you're going to have access to a bunch of free things that'll get you started today. So you still get all the branding, you still get the videos, you still get everything that you can use to turn into more customers, more content, more reach, but you still got leads from that event itself. And that's huge, because those leads in the event, you take them from cold to warm. And once you have those warm leads, you can make sales really quick on them.
Yeah, I do sales from the summits, and all the people who came to me, I mean, knew me from summits.
Cool.
Most of them.
That's amazing.
98% of them. Yeah, they got
Really? Oh,
to know me and trust and see I do things differently. They like it and they want to go further and know more. Yeah.
oh, well, that's huge. Are
Yeah.
you posting a lot of your like past recordings? Are you doing any sort of social media clipping or anything like that to
I'm
put
starting to. Yeah.
great,
Yeah. Missing a
great.
bit of time, but I'm starting to, and I wanted to use them also for my blog and to feel because the subject were interesting and people loved it, and I have great comments. So yeah, I want to use that. Yeah.
That's
But that's going to be the first time also I'm selling the same product. That's going to be the first time, as I told you last time, a bit. Um, Now I'm problem-based product, and I'm not
mm,
just product-based. And I'm not just trying to sell one product or another. And so that's how I found it wouldn't be only the parents, the teachers, or the trainers or
mm-hmm.
education workers, because the problem is their brain is working differently, they're learning differently, and they are helping students that work differently too. So the problem is how to do that when you're different, how to be normal, how to organize yourself, how to stop going everywhere, how to be creative and be accepted at the same time. So this is the problem they have actually. So now it's going to be easier for me to see that instead of I'm going to teach you this technique or this for parents or for this moment. So it's going to be easier now that I've identified that. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's amazing, Sarah.
Okay. So I have a challenge. I have to, this is the first time I have time to think about the two talks I'm preparing, two presentations as real perfect webinars. Ah, this is gonna be, I'm kind of scared. I must be true. Because to this summit, people do very low ticket stuff, but I do high ticket stuff, well, or medium. So
Great,
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'll see. I'm a bit afraid. I'll talk to you how to not to be afraid again another time.
Okay, we could definitely do that. Yeah. Sell high ticket. What a great way to differentiate yourself. It's like when you said that, it made me think of a quote from Russell back in the day on typically e-com is just a race to the bottom, right? It's a race to who can have the product listed at the cheapest price.
Hmm.
You want to know the other method? Instead of racing to the bottom, just be the most expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got
Yeah.
a bunch of people doing events to pump $47 products and you come in here and you smash a perfect webinar and you
Yeah.
do a great presentation and then you are selling
1997.
a high ticket, you set yourself apart from the rest. You are the way to do the thing. That all sounds
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Yeah, I'm afraid. My hands are cold. You're gonna help me to do that.
Yes, we are, Sarah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Awesome.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
that. Just an idea for you as well. Now that you've done a lot of the heavy lifting on building your webinar, building your slides, building your presentation, you can always upload that to like a ChatGPT or maybe a Claude AI. Claude is really great. If you guys are not using Claude, I would definitely recommend you get into it. Also, Google Gemini 3. I don't know what Google did. Gemini 3 is rocking. So if you want to try and speed up the process, feel free to upload and have it make other things based on what you've already done. Tell it about the customer, the problems, and it'll probably spin these up really quick. At least give you a nice template that you could make little tweaks to instead of having to create the whole thing from scratch.
Yeah, I've done that with ChatGPT and Dante AI also.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah.
Don't forget about
Yeah.
Dante I Gang. If you don't have access to him, let me grab him right now for you. Dante I is a specific robot that I made for you funnel hackers here in Funneltopia. Dante I is not a custom GPT. Dante I is his own robot, and I got to make him and train him on what I want to train him on, and that's all things Russell Brunson. He is trained on perfect webinar secrets. So for all of our experts, if you want help with your slides, your presentations, maybe your big domino, your secrets 1, 2, and 3, the offer that you're actually promoting, the whole purpose of your webinar, the offer that you're selling, he's trained on all of it. Feel free to use him. He's a great resource.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm still afraid. I'll do it, but I'm afraid.
Just like you were afraid before. I love your trust
Yeah.
and I appreciate it. And we're going to do great things here, Sarah.
Thank you so much. And
You
keep
got
up
it.
the
Hey,
good
did you
work.
apply? Did you get your One Comma Club award yet?
I hadn't done it because for me it was not I had already an offer and that kind of stuff, so I had made it quite early, but and I had to wait for 14 days, so I hadn't done it, and I don't know if I'm doing it or not.
That's
Maybe.
okay. If you don't care about it, then that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
No,
You do not
it's
have
not
to
that
do
I
it.
don't care, but I feel like this is not as if I was starting, and so it's a restart, but you see, I feel that compared to people who are just starting, it's not fair, so that's why I didn't want to.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, it is fair. You made $1,000. You made well over $1,000 online, even though you've been doing your business for a while. It's
Yeah.
fair. Sarah, you have no idea how many people that I get to work with that are very experienced entrepreneurs, but they just can't grasp the concepts. More importantly, what I see is they can't accept the concepts. They hear these things and they say, no, well, I do it this way. And then I say, well, why are you here talking to me? Your way obviously is not amazing, right? So we go through that whole mind journey. Anyway, it's for anybody. There's no fair, there's no not fair. Now, if you feel like, hey, I've been doing business for 10 years, I've made $1,000 100,000 times over, like it's just not, I don't need that in my life. That is totally fine. It is 100% fine, and you can absolutely not get it. But if you're not applying to it
No,
just because you think it's not fair to others, I need to say that is not true.
Okay.
You absolutely
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that's a restart anyway with the right basis, so yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Awesome. If you would like, Sarah, if you would like.
Yeah. Thank you
All
so
right, well,
much.
great stuff. I'm really proud of you. I really, truly am, Sarah. You're amazing. All right. Next up, we have Doug and Ashley. What's up, Doug?
Hey, brother, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yay. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. I haven't talked to you in a year.
I know we haven't talked in a year, man. How's the family? How's everything?
Oh, dude, crazy baby is now, I'm surprised I'm not this. Today's like the first day I've had to jump off because I'm like holding him and I'm like, come on, is it my turn? And then it's like he wants to eat,
Yeah.
And so it's like, never mind. It's family over funnel is my saying, and my wife is using that too much. And I'm like, but wait.
Yeah.
But anyway. So, and I will say, I will just say, just to encourage Sarah, I want my One Comma Club award. I've been with One Funnel away since August. There was no One Comma Club award when I started the cohort back in August of 2024. The second Russell announced that, I was like, oh, give it. And my joke is always, there is so much distance between a 1 comma and a 2 comma because you get it at 1,000, but there's a lot of space between 1,000 and a million. I'm like, you hit 10,000, oh, that's 1 comma. You hit 100,000. That's 1 comma. I'm like, there needs to be like a 1.5 comma between. I'm like, there needs to be like a 6-figure comma or something like that. But
Yeah,
but no,
like a 000 award, maybe.
Yeah, like a 5, yeah, something like that. There needs to be something in between because I'm just like, yeah, I got 1 comma, and then it's like 2 commas. Like, obviously we want the 2 comma, but there's a big old difference between the two. It's and all of that. So, but I want that because I feel like I'm like the tray of expert because I'm just trying new offers. It's like, what's the offer? So I just keep trying, and all of that. But my question for you, actually, I have 2. Actually, I have 4, but we won't go there. So my question is along the lines of what Trey keeps talking about, and I commented on Tuesday with Trey about the Facebook thing, and I just want your opinion. So obviously, he's talking about when you're doing Facebook ads, 50 conversions within 7 days.
Yep.
I understand all of that. I'm really deep into the Facebook ads. That's one of my specialties. What I want to know is because he talks about whatever you sell your product for, if it's $27, if it's a $15 product, if it's a $100 product, you take that times 50, divide by 7. That's how much you should be spending per day in Facebook ads to get your conversions. Now, here's my question. And I had commented on Tuesday, and I was like, same for expert, and you're like, yes. Here's my question. What if you don't have any conversions yet? And I know, because you know, you've been with me in this. I've been doing a lot of different offers. I'm getting a ton of people to my offer. I haven't got a single conversion yet. And I'm actually really excited because I love that we were talking about Christine earlier, because I just finished my funnel hacking with her. I'm excited to show you. I'm ready to get that $47 thing going. I have a challenge with that. But my question is, obviously, $47 times 50 divided by 7 is a lot per day to start out with Facebook ads, especially with something that hopefully it converts. But that's like $335 a day for Facebook ads. And I'm like, I mean, I've been running at $40 a day, which is nerve wracking because you're like, that's $500 every 10 days to not see any conversion. So my biggest question was, obviously, do I want to wait until I get some conversions? You're like, hey, I've got 3 sales. Perfect. Well, I need 50 within 7 days, so now up it. Or is he suggesting, because some of us don't have an Amex, some of us don't have a credit card, some of us COVID killed our business, so I can't even get a credit card.
Yep.
So I'm just wanting your opinion. Like, should I wait till I see some conversions before we take that jump? Because that's like $1,000 every 3 days. Does that make sense? Hopefully.
Yes, it absolutely makes sense, and I do want some conversions before I make that jump. You know, 100%.
Okay.
I think a great way to do so would be if you could find. We need to get the funnel converting. We need the hook, the story, and the offer lining up. We need to have confidence. It's just when the funnel converts, when you know that, like, wow, the funnel's converting and I'm pretty sure it's in KPI, you're so much more prone, like, yeah, let's go spend $300 a day because I want to be spending $10K a day. That's what we should be doing, right? Advertising, when we have a funnel, we have advertising, it's I put $1 into ads and I get $2 out in my funnel. Once we have that, we're scrambling to put as many dollars in so I can get $2 out. It never stops. We do that when we have a thing that is converting and we have confidence in it and it's living in KPI. I would love to get data as cheaply as possible. So I have to wonder if you can't go find some of the early on influencers, the people that have 1 to 10,000 people following them. A lot of times these micro influencers, as we call them, their people listen to them far more than people listen to the big influencers. So I would say if you're like, yeah, I want to start spending money on Facebook ads, I really want to dive into that. We know how important it is to get Facebook out of that learning mode. Facebook's got to know the customer. If it doesn't know the customer, it can't target properly and it's never going to work. So I would love to see you go to micro influencers, run some JV opportunities to them. You can either pay them flat fees of like maybe $200 for a post, $100 for a post, or you can just say, hey, I've set you up a special link here that any sales generated through here, I can attribute only to you. And I'd love to give you 20%, 30% of the sales that are made. And then you pitch it to them as like, you have 3,000 people following your account. If this funnel converts at 5%, then that would mean we made X amount of sales. And that would mean we generated X amount of revenues. And if I gave you 30% of those revenues, you'd walk away with a whopping $1,298. Or I can just pay you the flat fee of $200 if you like. But I work with a lot of influencers on this, and we have really great success in doing our commissions. You'd be trying to force them into commissions. I don't want to spend $1 unless I got $1, right?
Right. Yeah, no, and so I completely agree. Yeah.
I would love to see that to test. Putting our funnel in front of people for really, really cheap that are qualified customers that should be buying our thing, should be interested in our thing, and then seeing where it goes from there. And then if it's not working in those environments, I definitely wouldn't be running ads to it because that's somebody who's warm. The influencer, they're warm to that influencer. When the influencer recommends your thing as solving their problems, they're warm. They should go do the thing. So I would use micro influencers to continue to test the funnel. I'd really be tweaking the hook and the offer.
Right. Yeah. And I completely agree. Like, I'm doing all the things. If you look at my Instagram, because I'm diving into the Dream 100 through Traffic Secrets. And it's funny because when Instagram started, I was involved in all the follow pods, all the different groups where it's like everybody go follow each other and like and comment. And so I have so many followers that have nothing to do with my industry. And it's been 3 or 4 years, so I don't even do them anymore. So it's like Russell recommends, he's like, you're going to piss a lot of people off and just go unfollow everybody except for your top 100. That way you're not doom scrolling. So it's really hard to unfollow 2,000 people. It takes a while because you have to do it individually. So I'm in the process of doing that to get my dream 100. So I'm definitely on that. I'm super excited just because of I finally have my complete funnel hack of Christine done. It looks amazing in my opinion. I have the 3 videos that she has where she shows her funny ads. I've already got those scripts done as far as making them in the wedding business. I just have to film them. I am super excited. So question about her. So as he was talking about earlier, I went in to go buy her offer yesterday, and I don't know if it's because it's something with my computer, but or if her funnel is just not working. He jumped off before I could say, hey, because when I load her page, I can't buy her offer. It looks like her checkout is messed up and I can't buy it. It gives me a weird message because I've got her first page done. I want to see what her OTO is so I can pattern mine after and get her emails, but it won't let me get past the checkout. So again, I don't know if that's a technical thing on her side. I know she's running more AI stuff now on her main page, but I didn't know if you wanted to see, because for me at the bottom,
I'm on
it
it
tells
right
me
now. I see it. That's her.
at the checkout where it says you're not authenticated. I don't know if you see that or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know that. So it's not just me because I tried it from an incognito window, but I was like, I've been on
now.
Yeah, I've been on my page, on her page a lot because I'm walking through this and I'm funnel hacking it. But so I didn't know because I was like, man, I can't buy her offer. So it's like maybe support needs to tell her, hey, your checkout's not working or something. One of her gifts isn't working either, but that's just obviously it says the content's not available. But yeah, so that was my question because I was wanting to go buy her thing. I was wanting to put in the money and do the thing and buy her product so I could follow her, and I wasn't able to. So I didn't know if that was just me or if you saw that too. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Okay. Good. So it's not just me. So I haven't been blocked because I'm
no. Okay, it's definitely not you. I just checked in incognito. It's definitely a her thing. I'll reach out to her after this actually and let her know. She probably just doesn't even know.
Yeah. Well, and that's fine because again, I've got the first page. If you got 2 seconds, I'd love to show you.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, I want to get the OTO, but I want to get the funnel live and get sales going. I'd rather sell someone my $47 mini course and have nothing for an OTO and then email them later than to say, well, until she gets it fixed so I can funnel hack her second page. And then it takes her a month because she's running $1 million business. And then I don't have anything going. So obviously that I'd rather have some than none and fix it later. I mean, I think Trey said that at one point.
Her OTO 1 is the full course.
Okay.
It's upgraded to the full course. I think it's for $9.97. It might be for $97.
Which is what I figured because my mini course, I have a 9 module. My wedding course is 9 modules. I'm putting in the first 3. Well, technically the first one's the intro, but I do talk about like budget things. These are the 5 most important things to spend on your budget. So that's module 1, and then I do venue and photography. Those are the 2 most important expensive things when planning your wedding. So I'm like, give them that. What is the value that they look at it and say $47? It's a no-brainer. And then after that, it's the upgrade to the full course for like 150 more. So 200. I'm still going back. I'm still, again, looking at the DIY budget. I mean, I can guarantee you I'm never going to get to 997 with the DIY budget bride. That's like their planner. So getting them, my wife still doesn't know if I can get them to 200, which I don't care. It's funny we're having this conversation because when I had this idea a year ago, the first thought in my head was sell it for $49. I was thinking I want convenience store at the checkout, pick up the pack of gum, or the soda, the bottle costs $2.50 and you can go get a 2-liter for $2, but it's right here. It's convenient. Grab it. It's a no-brainer. Get it done. And I was all about quantity over quality. Obviously, being with Russell, and I'm getting hyped about doing webinars, and I know that selling high ticket, as you were talking to Sarah, is important, but I also think about my audience, who is right now a budget bride, and some of them have less than $8,000 to do their entire wedding. So we've tried 197. We've tried all the different offers, that even the $97 of holiday, which that could be its own thing. And it's funny that after hacking Christine Morel, my first thought was sell it for 49, so somebody could look at it and say, even if this sucks, $49 wasn't, it was the price of a pizza. And so, and if I sell that 200 times, that's a 10,000K month.
I just have to stop you there. Sorry,
Yeah,
I have to stop you there.
Go ahead.
That's such a good thing for you to say. We must take all the risk as a business.
Yeah.
When we're building our funnels, nobody should be buying because the price is so low that if it sucks, they're not taking much of a hit. Like that. So I want to talk about this for a second, because as an entrepreneur, we need to smash limiting beliefs. We have this happen to us all the time, and that is just something that we cannot allow to enter our brain. So we need to think differently. When that thought hits, we need to start thinking, well, how do I reverse the risk? How do I do risk reversal so that the risk becomes all on me as the business owner to provide massive value, to actually deliver on the promises that I'm making here? A great way to do that, Doug, is a 90-day money-back guarantee.
Right.
Having a guarantee, something like, do you have an average of like how much people save when they implement the things you teach them?
If you do everything in the right way, you're going to save anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 just between photography, video, and catering easily.
So it's my 3K guarantee. By the end of this course, if you don't save 3K, let me know and you get all your money back.
Gotcha.
That is what we need, a guarantee, strong risk reversal. Because then, Doug, people go to your funnel, and let's say that they're in that mode where they're thinking like a consumer. Oh man, well, it's a pretty low price. It's not that risky. I don't know. I think I'm going to do this. And they get to the guarantee. 3K guarantee. Oh man. Okay. Yep. I'm going to do this. It's that thing to push them over the edge.
Gotcha. I like that. And she has her "your ads won't suck" guarantee, and we created our "no bride left behind" guarantee. So I might just throw that little extra in there. I do have a lot of.
What's the "no bride left behind" guarantee?
That, hang on, and I'll just share it with you, because I basically have literally just done her thing. The "no bride." Hang on, let me get to my page. Which window am I sharing? Oh, and here's hers, because obviously. So her ad won't suck. If you're unhappy with your purchase, you shoot me an email. So ours, I love it. If you're unhappy with your purchase, shoot me an email. We'll refund your money. No awkward breakup. You're free to keep your fiance. We don't need him back. So it's exactly, that's the whole point. Is copying what she's got. And so that's what I have. If you're not happy with your purchase, I don't have anything about if you don't save this amount of money. She doesn't have it. I literally, again, I've gone off all of your coaching, how people have venue or funnel hacked and then added their own stuff. I'm literally just doing what she has. Everything is exactly the same, other than changing the videos, because she has ads she's created. I'm creating funny bride situations of them freaking out. So I'm having to change that because I'm not creating ads. But everything else is literally the same. And so I can definitely put that in there. I do have, if you want social proof, again, and the other thing I don't have, because she has 3 video testimonials, I don't have any video testimonials. I could send the bride a script and say, could you do this? They would. Technically, it actually hasn't happened, and I'd have to wait for them. So I just put actual testimonials. Somebody buys my course, and if they send something to me, I'm gonna be like, hey, could you film it? So that can come later, obviously. I love my product, but right here, because I'm like, these guys actually have, like Tyler and Emily, they did save over $3,000 on their venue. And then Tyler and Kelsey, they saved so much on their catering, they were able to add 50 more guests, which is what a lot of people have to think about. So these are my proofs that it's actually happened. I didn't have the course at this time, but I sent them the blog post on how to save. So I'm not lying, obviously. And everything else. And then I have all the social proof. I literally just went through everything that she has about what people will say about your wedding, and everything else like that. So I even copied what she did with open up a can of whoop ads, and ChatGPT and Dante have been amazing. Kick some aisle, look at the aisle on that one, man, what I would do to that aisle. I'm more of an aisle girl. I know the whole point is I'm going full my personality, because I am a jokester. When I watch her, it's me in female form. I'm like, that's literally what I've done. So I'm like, okay, so it's literally, I have this down to like everything.
Great work, Doug. You funnel
Thanks.
hacked perfectly.
Oh, it took me forever. I figured I should literally go get my license to be a certified funnel hacker, because what I had to do to figure out how she designed stuff and just literally went through it all is literally took me a while. But I haven't figured out. You had said something last week about most people just use an image, and that's how I figured this out. Instead of figuring out how to do a click funnel, this is actually 3 different images that got me to my stack, and then how to put the button is like literally it's all her. If you look at hers versus mine, it's just all of that. So I'm excited to get this running. I have 3 videos to run. I think I'm going based on hers, because hers is literally almost exactly. I mean, we can literally compare it side by side if you want to. And so it's literally different, except I don't have video things. So ChatGPT even went and it took her background, and I said, I don't want me, I want a bride, and I don't want it pink, I want it gold. And it's like, here you go. We actually ended up naming it. This actually came on New Year's Day, the Calm Down Bride and Save mini course, because I went with Calm Down Bride for my, so that's even something new. Instead of the DIY wedding planning course, it's now the Calm Down Bride and Save mini course, which is more branded and it thinks about it. And then, so I have 3 options. I have the 3 modules. And then I figured my OTO would be upgrading to the full course. I figured that's what she did. I just want to see it because, again, I want to funnel hack. And then there's me and Ashley, which hers is her and her 2 Comma Club award, which I can't put that with Russell. I don't have one yet. So, but I'm also not selling business. I'm selling wedding stuff. So that's why I put some of our most gorgeous wedding photos that we've done to give brides kind of a whatever. And then if you watch these videos, these are actually wedding videos. These are really good videos. These will, if you're a bride, if your wife were to watch this, she'd be like, dang, I want a wedding that pretty. And so it would do that. So I've got what I need. I'm pretty sure. I know this is going to work because it's worked for her. I just wanted to get to the second stage of finding what the OT is and what my email sequence needs to be to back that up. So, but that was just my question. I didn't know if it worked for her, if you were seeing the problem, because I can't go do the thing and buy her product. I want to watch her product anyway, because I want to see how she's doing funny ads, because that's who I am. Like, I want to buy from her, but I wanted to see. But that was my question. It was about the actual, I didn't want to start throwing $400 a day at ads, which I will eventually. I mean, even the girl on Tuesday was converting at 2%, and Trey's like, bump it up, let's get to 4%. I'm like, that's massive when you're making sales, but I'm like, don't want to hit that from the get-go. That would scare my wife. So, and all of that. So that was just my biggest questions. I'm going to try to get this live and get some ads running, because I've got the ads down. ChatGPT and Dante have gotten me to my ads. Funnel hacking, Russell's ads are actually working. They're the best ad I've done so far as far as getting people funnel hacking Russell. Ad hacking Russell actually works. So it's just finding the funnel that converts.
You're doing great, man. You're doing great. I've shared this with you before, but just for anybody new who hasn't heard, this happens so many times. It is so often that when people come, it's not even just ClickFunnels. People try and digitize their services. People try and run ads, or like you're trying to get out of photography and make new business. It is very, 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 very rare that it just works from the start. It is so rare. I know everybody says that's how it works, but they're liars. It is so rare that actually happens. We have learning to go through. And Doug, you have no idea how many people I work with that would have quit months ago, and they would have gone back to what they knew, and I would have seen them the next year. Like, this happens every single day, gang. Hey, Dante, good to see you again. I know you haven't seen me since last year. I came in. I tried to do the thing. I wasn't really able to make it work, so I went back to what I was originally doing. I did what I was originally doing for this entire year, and now I'm back because I need to make this work. And it happens year after year after year. They don't dive in. They don't push through the pain. Our success is just on the other side of the pain. And they don't push through the pain. They just go away to pleasure, away to pleasure, away to pleasure. But after we keep on turning from pain and turning from pain, sooner or later, we get right back to where we were, right? So I'm super proud of you for doing this. You're finding ads that are working. You're increasing the work you can do there and the results you can get there. You've dove into the funnel. You funnel hacked somebody successful and modeled and emulated their success in your business. And what a lift that funnel is. Look at the funnel you have now compared to what you started with. What a lift.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Holy cow.
You at one point were like, well, maybe you should change the colors. And I was like, the more I do this, my wife's like, I don't like the pink and the blue. And I'm like, obviously I might try to mess with our colors later down the road. But again, I am hands off because you're like, the problem people have is we say funnel hack and then they go, let me put this in. And I'm like, I'm hands off. The only thing I'm changing is the videos that I'm not making ads for people. So I've got to make that. And I don't have video testimonials. So I'm not going to lie. So everything else is exactly the same. And then once I get some sales, then it's like, okay, now, well, let's test it. What if I go with all gold and get rid of the pink? Is that going to make a hiccup?
Yes. You funnel hack, you model and emulate exactly. You get a baseline that you can now compare against. You start split testing. Throw your different colors in there. Try different brand guidelines. Ooh, that actually decreased my conversions. Okay, that didn't work. Good thing I have a solid control that works every single day because I modeled and emulated success already. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And
you're literally, you couldn't be more on track with that. It's perfect.
Yeah. I just, and when I was making the statement earlier, I'm one of those people and I'm very spiritually minded. I spend a lot of time with the Lord and praying. And I was telling Ashley, I said, I just find it interesting that originally when I had the idea for this course, first thing that hit me was $49. That was like, I hit it. It was as clear as day. And then I've gone the gambit, which again, no wrong, no whatever. You've got to look at your audience and say, what does the market say? And I know I have some high ticket stuff. I have some very high ticket stuff in the back of my head. I don't want to abandon this and just be sporadic. I want to stick with this. I'm going to dig my heels in. Now I'm pissed. I want this to work. I'm not walking away till I get at least a 1 comma club award for this. And then if it dies, I'm like, cool, I got my 1 comma. Let's get on to the 997 and all of that. But I just find it interesting that over a year, I'm now back to the 47. And I'm like, what would have happened if I'd have said, that's my price, I'm sticking with it last year? Would I still be there? Was that something that hit me? It's like, that is the price. And now it's going to blow up even above 97 or whatever. So I just, in my own life, when you think something, you go, oh, that's what I originally thought. Maybe I should have. Okay. And then, but it's funny. So I just find it interesting that I'm back there and I'm like, cool. Now I'm going to do something from someone who has a 2 comma club award and makes millions of dollars and all the other stuff. And let's go from there. So I just thought it was humorous to do. So I appreciate
everybody does it, Doug. Everybody does it. It's just human nature.
Yep, exactly. So right now I'm in human nature where I'm like, I need this produced because my wife's like, how many ads have you done? And I'm like, how many funnels have you done? And I'm like, well, this is offer number 4. So here we go. And Trey did 11, but I'm like, or 12. And I'm like, I'm not doing 12 because it's only certain ways to bust it up. But
forget about Trey. Look at Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Look at your expert. He tried to launch ClickFunnels 3 times. He tried to write .com secrets twice. Russell getting to where he is had to go through a ton of pain. Tons of pain.
Yep. So I'm excited. And I keep telling my wife, like, how many times has Dante said, go funnel hack Christine Morel? Like, you said that to me and other people. I've been in since August. Like, I've probably heard you say it at least 10 to 15 times. And then finally one day I was like, maybe I should do that. So, and then, so I'm excited.
Now that you've done this, I would share one more funnel hack candidate with you, Tim Shields. I'm sure you know him. Tim Shields, the photographer.
It sounds familiar. There's so many photographers depending, obviously.
Tim Shields, I believe, is a 2 comma club X winner, meaning he's a $10 million a year business. And
is he the one that always does like webinars from like, I've seen him, I think in Russell,
the top of a
he's
mountain,
like in the middle of a mountain. Yeah.
Yes.
So
a little bit, it's a little bit different than what you're doing for sure. But if you go funnel hack Tim, Facebook ads library, Tim Shields. You'll see all of his ads. You'll see his copy. You'll see what's working. But then go to his funnels, and it's a different little design. He's got some different things in there. I just want to put it on your radar. As you launch with, you built a beautiful funnel. I think you're going to start making sales on that funnel now because it has a lot of the right elements that we need. It's
When
got
it has
mock-ups.
comedy, it has
Well, it's got comedy, but yes, it's got mock-ups of your thing. It's articulating your bonuses properly. This looks like a solid business. This looks like a real brand that's been around doing the thing for a long time.
Right.
I just want to show. I want you to take a look at Tim's. You're going to
Okay.
see a ton of similarities. He has all those big things. He has mock-ups. He has his software boxes that are showing the things that people are getting. And I think do the thing you're doing. Keep Tim in your back mind, and I think you'll get some more revelations from him as well that you can add to what you're doing.
And I definitely will, because again, and we've talked about it before, and I know because you only think about what you and I talk about. But I mean, I have photography in my brain probably over the summer, because I've had a couple people here go. The lady last week that was like, I'm an influencer and I would love to know what you know about photography, and I would buy that course. And I'm like, and I had somebody over New Year's. We always go to a friend's house. We're always taking photos, and I'm showing them how to do better photography on their iPhone. And I've always thought about, I'm going to do a professional course for photographers that are just starting out. Nothing expensive, because that was my problem when I started. I didn't have $5,000 to do a photography course. If somebody would have offered me $100 lighting course and how to get in with wedding venues, I would have been boom. And that was my thing. Let me go to budget photographers. But now I've had people going, I can't even use my iPhone right. So I'm literally thinking of doing an OFA split, doing some kind of entry level. So here's the thing to get into my basics. And then if you're an upcoming influencer and you want to get into technical, go this leg. If you want to just stay as this, go this leg, and letting them go their own direction, like OFA has been. And so I've already got that in my head. But I'm refusing to abandon this, because this is a group of people. Every single bride, every single year, it just refluctuates with 4 million people in my audience, and I will never hit every single one of them. And when Trey said about Alex Hormozi, I even watched his behind the scenes 45-minute YouTube video. It's a great thing to watch, of him trying to break the world record. I'm like, all the money he spent, and he didn't hit all of his audience. So I'm just like, I have an untapped 4 million person audience every year that resets.
That resets.
So it's like, yeah, every single year, every single month it resets, because new people are coming in and new people going out. And I'm like, I need to get this, because this is, I don't ever have to worry about audience fatigue, because this is never ending. And then I'm going to hit the photography market. So I'm definitely, he's probably going to be real helpful when it comes to do the photographer, because people have been marketing to me as a photographer for the last 15 years. And so I've seen what drew me in and what webinar got me into the Facebook thing, which is why I know what I know. It was a webinar. I don't know if he was using funnels with that, but I knew he was using the webinar with Teachable. And that's what got me into knowing what I know about Facebook ads. And now I know this. So it's like, so yeah, I'll get there. I'll definitely gonna go look and see what he does. And he's probably leaning very photography heavy. And I'm gonna be like, this is what I need, and then just scale it down to what I want. But it's gonna be good. I'm gonna look at that too. So
yes, he also has many funnels. He has many front end funnels selling front end products. $7 to $97 courses, like you're explaining, little micro courses, little micro trainings that bring people into his world at a low price point, a low risk price point, and then later on down the line, he'll upsell him into his $2,000 to $5,000 course to do the whole thing.
Exactly, and I'm even and there was a gentleman that I'm probably not gonna do school. I'll probably stick in ClickFunnels, but I want to get my own group going, because brides, I'm in so many different DIY budget bride Facebook groups, and I know ClickFunnels does an amazing one. Somebody posted, and we talked about this, I think it was back in November, talking about how their last offer is a $1 free trial to their group, and then after that it upgrades to like $14.99 a month. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with saying, and for me with a budget bride, I'm okay if it's $5.99 a month. Hey, $1, get into this group, and where I can do interviews with like luxury wedding planners that you would never talk to, with luxury DJs. I've had people tell me I should do a podcast. Not sure I want to, but man, what if I did those interviews inside this group that you're not going to get in a Facebook group with caterers and people that I have that relationship with? And so offer that as for $1 as a trial, and then $4.99, $5.99 a month as my linchpin. And it's like, again, the value they see it's kind of a no-brainer in my brain. I mean, obviously, see where I can push it. Can I do $15 a month? Can I do $20 a month? Where can I push that? But if you get 1,000 people paying you $4.99 a month, I mean, to be in your group and then they leave because they get, or like we had talked about earlier, convert that into a married group, how to buy a house, different things. I mean, all the different things. Like I've got ideas.
Now you're thinking, Doug.
Yeah, no, because again, my wife's like, because I look at, I'm a numbers guy. My $47 product, I need 200 people a month to buy it to be at the 10K range, and then I never have to work and do anything else. But I don't need that from one funnel. If I have 10 funnels for $47, then I just need 20 people in each funnel. Or if I've got $4.99, it's all how you split this up. I'm like, I don't have to have all my eggs in one basket. I would like them. I want this to blow up, but I just need proof of concept, and then I can let that build up and start spending $10,000 a day. That's astronomical to think about, but I could easily, probably with the audience I have, $10,000 a day for ads would probably be nothing. I probably still wouldn't hit the entire market because of how many people are in that. It's 4 million people in that group of audience of brides. So I'm like, that wouldn't even hit it. And so that's crazy to think about, and then you do all the other things. So I've got ideas. It's like focusing on the front. It's the hook, the story, get it done. And then it's like, here, do you want to be in this group for $1 to start off? And if you like it, great. If not, it's $5.99 a month until you're married. And then, you're not going to see this with anybody else. And, and then we could even do challenges. I mean, I could do like Sarah, I mean, I could do all these, I could do coaching one-on-one if you want photography coach. There's so many things we could do.
Well, what I'm really seeing for your future is pretty much what you just nailed. Like, you've already told me so much about yourself, how you're very faith-based, right? Your family is important to you, and like, that's your attractive character. So what I see is after people buy your course and you deliver value to them and do the thing and make the relationship, you tell them, hey, here's who I am. I'm faith-based. I'm service-based. I care about this. I want to do this. I want to be this person. And my wife is the same. So we started up a community for like-minded individuals where we can share with people who are on the front line just getting married, and we can help you avoid a lot of the roadblocks that people don't even know are coming, and we'll be able to help you get through the hard situations. And you don't have to do it alone. Yeah. Build a community of like-minded people who agree with you and like your views, and just go in there and share and do, and absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, and you even talked about, again, it's been several months, but you even talked about being an affiliate for, the couple that Russell talked about that has their marriage.
That's the missing piece.
That him and his wife did. It was like a $10,000 course, and they had the retreats and all of that. I'm like, there's even things that I could be like, hey, if you guys want, I mean, I could sit down and have a 30-minute conversation with someone about being a blended family, because we are, and raising children and all the different things. It's like weird to think about getting from having a bride help plan to that, but it's endless. And I'm like, yeah, I could even do stuff like that in a community talking about it. So I want to get there, and that's where I can see it. It's hard for my wife to see it, and she's like, and I'm like, I understand, but I'm like, this is the roadmap I see. It's just a matter of getting it. Alex Hormozi actually talked about all 3 of his books were one book, and he decided as he was writing them, it was going to be so long, he needed to split them up. And so he had done like a multi-book idea in the back of his head, and he stopped, and he was like, okay, I can't do one, I got to do 3. And so for him to break that up and to put it and say, this is going to be a 5-year, 10-year plan, for a lot of people, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like thinking about Lord of the Rings, when you're like, it's going to be 4 years before we see all these, but you know that there's a plan. That's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like, I have this in the back of my head, but I'm just now on the first day of production on this first movie, and I'm like, come on, give me this good shot. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And I think one practice for you would be really future casting and just coming up with like your end destination. Where do you want to be?
Yeah.
Because that's what Russell did. He said, where do I want to be? And then once he knew where he wanted to be and what he wanted to have, then he just reverse engineered it. And he said, okay, so I need to do all these things. And then you can make a real timeline, like a true business plan timeline.
Yeah. I have my business plan for 2026. I mean, that's what we pray about every day. I want this many courses to sell. By the end of this, I've got this many courses. I want this OTO rate. I want this rate. Even my 4-year-old's like, what is OTO? And I'm like, doesn't matter. We want a 25% OTO rate. Okay, Lord, Dad wants to know 20. It's like, so it's like we're praying, and she's like, I don't know. And I mean, it's like this many people do this, and she's like, so it's funny. but that's what I've got that ingrained. It's just okay, but yeah. So yep, we'll get there.
That's
So,
amazing. It's amazing.
Appreciate it,
Great,
sir.
great stuff, Doug. Super proud of you as well. Awesome work.
Thank you.
You got it. Are there any more questions before I let you go?
No, not today. I just wanted to get to. I wanted to see the Christine Morel thing because I really want to buy her course. Tell her there's people that want to buy her course. It's like, hey, because I just want to get to the next part of it. But no, my goal over the weekend is to film these crazy videos. They're going to be hilarious. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. Well, no, I'm going to edit them. I'd love for you to like see them when I get them done. Because again, I think you talked about who I am. I am very humorous. I'm goofy. I did all the Instagram, TikTok challenges. So falling back into that just to be goofy to people go, okay, I want to learn from this guy, I think is kind of the missing screw because I tried to be too business minded and I'm like, I need to fall into who I am. And I'm the jokester, I'm the dad joke, I'm the goofy guy. That's what my kids love. And so I'm like putting that into my videos and my marketing, I think is also going to be because people want authenticity. So I'm excited to get those done. That's the last thing before the funnel goes live. And then I'll start running to it. So I'm excited to see what happens next week. Our goal is to get them done. We have some cold weather coming to Texas, which cold for us is 45. But I'm like, it's 45. But I'm going to try to get those done and then get this live and see what happens. So that's what I'll be hopefully getting done by next week. So you can look at those videos and go, holy crap. And I'll be like, here we go. And hopefully I'll be able to buy her stuff by next week so I can start funnel hacking her OTO page. So yeah.
I love that, Doug. That sounds perfect.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
You got it, my man. Have a great weekend. All right. Lovely. Just a quick reminder, gang, we're at our expert hour now. We have 30 more minutes of our expert hour. So if there's any experts here that have any questions about their one-to-many presentations, maybe your hook, your story, your offer, if you are an expert on the expert track and you have a question, this is the time to get them answered. Feel free to raise your hand. That lets me know that you have a question, something you need help with. At the bottom of Zoom, you'll see a little heart. Click the heart. A pop-up shows up, and there'll be a little button that says raise hand. If you would like to raise your hand, you just click that button. Click the heart at the bottom. Beautiful. Just like Marie did. Click the heart at the bottom. Pop-up shows up with a button that says raise hand. Just click that, and that lets me know you have a question. Otherwise, you're here to observe and learn from your colleagues, and that's great. Just hang out as you are. All right, next up is Patricia Remix. Good to see you, Patricia.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me share my screen.
Beautiful.
I want to share full screen. Does it see that?
Yeah, that'd be the top left box, whatever
Top
the first
left?
one is. Yeah, it should say
Okay.
entire screen, I believe.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is where I changed my URL to, I was getting that 404 error. And then we went back and I talked with Ionos and we changed the path to just remixcommunity.com. But I had to change my funnel, the name of my funnel. Where is it? Oh, edit it. So remember I had the Go Grow on the back end of my funnel name?
Yes.
I had to take the Go Grow off because it wouldn't work without it. So
okay.
So now just if you type in remixcommunity.com, it'll take you to where it's supposed to.
Nice.
But is that the way it's supposed to be?
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Perfect, Patricia.
All right. But I have to type the www.
Oh, there's www forwarding that should happen. So that's quite literally called www forwarding. What that means, have a great weekend, Sarah. What that means is whether somebody types in remixcommunity.com or www.remixcommunity.com, they get taken to your funnel. That's www forwarding. And Ionos can do that as well. That's in Ionos where you would set that up. We could set it up in ClickFunnels, but I believe we would have to remove your domain and then re-add it. And we don't want to do that. I'm going to go look at my domains really quick just to make sure I'm right on that. But anyway, aside from that, like the last thing you would need to do here is just go back to Ionos and tell them you need www forwarding on the domain. And that's an easy fix there.
And they do, and they forward it to right here. This is what this remixcommunity.com, that's the domain.
Mm-hmm.
and they forwarded, and that's the name that I gave to, well, that's my opt-in page. So that's the way it's supposed to be. So they'll always, whenever they type in www.remixcommunity.com, they'll come to this page.
Yes, but also they shouldn't have to type in www. You should have www forwarding. And that just basically means whether they type in www or they don't, and they just type in remixcommunity.com. Just like you can type in clickfunnels.com and go to ClickFunnels. You don't have to type in the www. It's the exact same thing for you. Okay, so let me see
Yeah.
here. Oops.
You get that? Remix community. So do I have to go to iOwners to fix that?
Yes.
Okay.
You could do it in ClickFunnels, but I would have to remove your domain and then re-add it. And you've done all this work to get here. So yeah, I would tell you to just go to Ionos and tell them you need www forwarding. If they ask you what the problem is, you could literally tell them customers have to type www, but I don't want that. And they'll know what that means from there. But it's called www forwarding.
Okay, because what I did, I don't know where we are now. I must have disconnected us.
You just minimized your Chrome, I believe. If you click Chrome at the bottom of your screen.
It's not, oh, you guys are hiding everything.
It's right down
Okay.
there in that bar.
Okay, yeah, all the people there. Okay. I'm not sure. All right.
Gotcha now. Yep.
Okay. I'll work with it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you did fantastic. I just did it with www. I got taken right to your page. Looks fantastic. I do have some recommendations for you here.
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Nice. I have some recommendations. I'll walk you through those when we're all done here, but definitely let's make sure to get with Ionos, www forwarding. You're rocking and rolling. Before I start doing my thing, what other questions do you have today?
I was my 404 error with my other website, but I don't want to deal with that right now.
Okay.
I don't
You know
want
what?
to.
For that other domain, Patricia, that other domain, I think you should remove from your ClickFunnels account and then re-add it.
Okay, even though that's it has my email connection.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll just set up our email connection again. That funnel's not live, correct?
Right.
So there's no traffic going
I mean,
to.
it's connected, but I'm not using it right.
Yeah, no traffic. We're not going to miss out on traffic or sales, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I would just remove that domain and then re-add the domain. When you re-add that domain, in the adding process, it's before the domain is in your account. It's when you're adding it to your account. There will be a little button that you click, a little checkbox that you click that says www forwarding. When you see that, I want you to check that on, and then that domain will be rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Nice.
Where will it land though?
Well, when you reset the domain up,
okay.
you'll get to choose where it lands.
Oh, okay.
That domain has been in your account so long and it's had so many different things connected to it. It's just kind of confused. So I would just remove it, wipe it out, bring it back in fresh. You'll assign it to just one funnel. You'll be perfect.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Nice. Absolutely, Patricia. Now, I'm going to get after it for a minute. Okay. When you land on your page, do you see it just like this?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I mean, I just looked at it in test mode.
Let's take a look together then. I'm going to go to the chat, and I'm going to put your link in there for you. Okay. Just click that link in the chat, please.
To the end of the chat.
Yes, all the way at the bottom.
Is that it?
I think so. I'm not seeing your screen, and you don't have to share. But on your screen, are you seeing your funnel step?
What do you mean my funnel step?
I mean this. I'm going to share my screen now so you can see. I mean this. Are you seeing your funnel like where you could go put in your name and your email and opt in?
I was.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And does it look like this to you? When I say does it look like this, I mean, do you see meet the author and all these other things in your above the fold? Remember, above the fold means I'm scrolling to the very top of my funnel. I'm as high on my funnel as I can go. So when somebody lands on the page, this is what they see. Are you seeing the meet the author and everything in there?
No.
Okay, great. Can you share your screen with me? Let me see what you're seeing.
Oh, do I got to do this again? Okay.
Yes, the share screen again. Oh, look at you. You're flying now.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. Is that it? You see it?
Yes, that's it. Great. Okay, great. So you're above the fold looks, I just have a larger screen here, and that's why I needed you to check. I needed to see what you're actually seeing.
Mm-hmm.
In your browser, let me get my tool. In your browser, you have 3 dots in the very top right. Can you click those? Yes. And our zoom, okay, your zoom is at 100%. Most browsers, most people using any sort of browser, it's at 90%. So can you make that 90? Yes. Okay, right there. Great. Fantastic. Your above the fold is fine. I'm going to stop your screen share now. I'm going to do mine so you can I can drive and kind of talk here. So you're above the fold is great. Really, we are. This is about what your above the fold looks like. So when somebody lands on the page, this is what they're going to see. The big thing that I noticed when I first hit this page, I'm going to bring it out just a little bit. The big thing that I noticed is we have 2 buttons right away. We have click to confirm your ID or click to receive the free guide. Those are 2 different calls to action, 2 different buttons for them to click, and 2 different texts on each of those buttons. So as a customer, I would look at that and immediately become confused. I don't know what they want me to do. I have to put my first name, my last name, my email address, and then do I click this to confirm my ID? And then what am I opting in for? Because now right below this button, here I have another image, discipleship essentials. But the main image on here looked to be a small group study that's going to be going over Matthew 28:18 through 20. So I'm just very confused. There's so much information here. There's multiple different images, multiple different buttons. And the headline, go, discover the path to an abundant life. Free guide for ancient saints, a weekly assembly. It's the ultimate instructional guide. Bridge the gap between religion and relationships. I still don't know what I'm opting in for. Am I opting in for a small group study that goes over discipleship essentials, or like what am I opting in for? Does that make sense?
Yes, the discipleship essentials is a small group leader's guide.
It's a small group leader's guide.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not joining a small, like I saw small group study. So I thought I was going to be joining a small group.
No,
what you're doing is you're really teaching people how to lead their own small groups.
Yes.
So how about at the top? We need to call out our customer. And my favorite quote about marketing is we don't be cute, we be clear. Instead of trying to have this master copywriting, instead of trying to sound like we're unbelievably intelligent, and we could launch rockets with Elon Musk, we just choose not to. Instead of doing all that, just speak on a 3rd grade level and be abundantly clear on the opportunity ahead. Go, discover the path. Discover the path to lead your own small group.
Yeah.
It's a free guide for ancient saints. It's the ultimate instructional guide for you to lead, create, and control your own small group so that you should add to this down below, so that you can. And then what do they want? What do your small group leaders want out of the small group? So that you can encourage people, so that you can bring others to Christ, so that you can grow closer, so that you can finally shed your trauma, so that you can finally accept forgiveness, right? Like, why do your small group leaders want to become leaders, and why do they want to make small groups? Is that all making sense?
Yes, I'm going to play this recording.
Okay, amazing. I'm going to get this recording for you right now, actually. Let's hop over here. So that you can finally shed your trauma. So that you can finally... All right. And in the chat, oops, come back here. Thank you. Great. I just put that link in the chat for you, Patricia, so you'll have it when we're all done here. Back to you. So that's what I would want to see. I would just want to see you get unbelievably clear on your customer and what they want and how your thing is the way they need to do that. Let's look at bullets really. And do you understand what I'm saying about calls to action too?
Yeah.
Great.
Click
to confirm your ID. Nobody cares about, let's talk about this. Nobody cares about you. That hurts when we hear that, right? Normally I tell people that and they're like, oh, don't say that to me. But it's a really big lesson we have to learn as marketers. Nobody cares about you. They care about themselves and they care about the things that they want to get out of life. So click to confirm your ID. Nobody would click that button. They don't care about doing that. And confirm your ID sounds legalistic. I guarantee nobody would ever click that button. We want to use this one. Click to receive free guide. I would much rather that button say something along the lines of click. You could say, you didn't call this, did you call this a guide? You said, go make disciples, baptize them, teach them to obey. Yes, okay.
Well, it's considered a guide. It's a guide to building your life in Christ, really.
Right, okay, and you are calling it a free guide too. So what you could do, you can have your button say, click to receive free guide. But then I would add subtext to my button. And I would have the subtext say, I would have my subtext say something along the lines of, it's just not hitting my brain right now, but something along the lines of, click to receive free guide, subtext, and start your ministry today. Or click to receive your free guide and fulfill your calling today. Just add a little bit more to that, because and that's the thing that you want to inject the customer mindset. What does your customer feel? Do they feel like this is a calling or a mission that's been put on their life, right? Or do they feel like this is an obligation or a task? Whatever that thing is that your customers feel, that's what we want on our sub headline. I also would love for you to remove this image. We do not need that. You could change your original image and you could maybe put an arrow that goes like this and an arrow that's pointing to the book. You could also like put a border around discipleship essentials to really draw people's eye to it, because this image, while amazing, also has quite a bit going on. And you did amazing in centralizing yourself. You are the first thing I see when I look at that image. I'm not an image guy, just to be completely honest with you guys. I take terrible pictures and I'm the worst designer that you'll ever meet. So I don't know much about, like, I don't know what Doug knows about imagery and composition and lining everything up, and I don't know any of that. But what I do know is when I looked at that image, you were by far the first thing that I saw. Then I saw everything up here in the top left. Then I saw the banner at the very bottom here, but what I never saw was that book because I believe because it blends in really well with this background here. It looks
Yeah.
pretty much the exact same. So I
Mhm.
literally didn't even see that book until I was going back and forth looking, and then I realized, oh, you do have the book here and up in there. So I'm not trying to put more work on you. These are just
No,
things
that's
that
okay.
would probably come up in the future. However, remove this button, remove that image. You're just going to have one clear call to action. Click to receive the free guide and begin your ministry today. Something like that. With me so far?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Let's hit some bullets really quick. Discover transformative insights from building an authentic relationship with God beyond religious rituals. That's a lot of technobabble, if I could say so myself. Technobabble is what we're typically doing as marketers or business owners or just human beings as we launch a product out into the world. We want to try and sound so smart. We want to try and sound so articulate. We want to try and sound like so put together and so intelligent and so knowledgeable that we end up writing in this way. Discover transformative insights from building an authentic relationship with God beyond religious rituals. I don't know what that means. That's technobabble. We want to speak on a third grade level. We want to be clear, not cute. Another articulation of this. I was working with a doctor like 4 years ago, something like that, and he found a really cool process to water. It wasn't Kangen water or any of those MLMs or any of that nonsense. He was just a guy that was a doctor, had some medical concerns come up, and he did deep dive research into the thing that was causing him to lose his life. Found some amazing things and learned a tremendous amount about water. And he was able to make some really cool strides in H2O. So when he launched his funnel, he had that all over his funnel. And I actually watched him. Do this whole thing. He was talking to a customer on a live call. Anyway, he had this funnel that was full of technobabble, a bunch of doctor words that nobody understood. And then he did a free call with somebody. And when he explained this process of water to me, it was so simple. He said, Dante, it's the easiest thing in the world. You bring your water into your home, you put your water in certain scenarios and certain circumstances, and your water transforms molecularly and it adapts to fit your body and your needs that you have right now. It's like, oh, I get that. That's awesome. But then he got in a one-on-one with a client and he was like, well, this water has all to do with the molecular composition of the destabilization effects of the... And I was like, Doc, we got off the call. I said, Doc, what did you just say? I didn't understand a word that you just said to that person. You technobabbled your whole way through that, and that's why they left looking like they just saw a ghost. They had no idea what you said. Why didn't you just tell them what you told me? He goes, well, I wasn't trying to impress you. I said, don't try to impress anybody. That's what we do as humans. We try and impress people. Then we try and dress everything up. But the best salesmen in the world, the best marketers in the world, the best funnels in the world speak on a third grade level. So what do you mean? If you could practice speaking in a third grade level, what are you trying to articulate to them in that bullet point?
I'll think about that later.
Cool. That's A-okay. It's a great thing to think about. And feel free to take the words that you just said right there. You can put them in Dante AI or any other AI agent and say, please make this into a third grade. Please change this so that it's written on a third grade level. I'm a marketer. I want to be clear, not cute. I'm a huge fan of that prompt, by the way. I'm a marketer and I want to be clear, not cute. Okay. That does really well. Let's just look at the others really quick. Unlock the biblical principles for becoming a true disciple maker rather than just a church attendee or Sunday school student or teacher or choir member or greeter or drummer or insert anything. Right? That I'm not unbelievably mad at that one. That makes sense, right? Unlock the Bible principles to become a true disciple maker rather than just what you are now. That's okay. Learn practical steps you can implement today to align your faith journey with the Great Commission. I'm okay with that one too. So it's just this top bullet. And the top bullet is the most important bullet. If I read that top bullet and I don't know what it says and I don't know what it means, I'm not going to read the other two down below. So, homework, remove the button, remove this mock-up from here, and edit this first bullet to just be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's it. Oh, and here we also want to add so that you can.
Yeah.
The ultimate instruction guide to bridge the gap between religion and relationship so that you can serve your sheep, whatever that thing may be. What do they want? And we inject it right there. And then this is probably just going to be, let me get this down. Yep. Meet the author. All that should be gone. I don't want any of this. I don't want any other products. I don't want any other services. I don't want any other distractions. The more choices we give customers, the lower our conversions. Because as soon as we give people two choices, like if I only give people one choice, the choice is simple. Either get this thing or don't. Say yes or no. But as soon as I put two things in there, well, now a customer is going to look and say, well, do I need this thing or do I need this thing? And that allows confusion to enter. And a confused mind always says what, Patricia?
No.
Come on with it. Every single
But
time.
I've added a $15 hard copy of the guide for people that want it, and I have had a couple of people ask for it. So I've got
Nice.
to add this to my funnel as well and figure out how to get.
That would be the next step. So this step is only, let me get this out of here so I can scroll. This step is only about your guide. That is it. We're not talking about anything else.
Okay.
This step, the next step can definitely sell them the hardback. And after they buy the hardback, you can definitely hit them with another upsell after that. You know, maybe you have a private community that you want to add them, right? Like, but this step right here, your opt-in step, is only for them to opt into the one thing. No other decisions for them to make, no other avenues for them to go down, no other options. Do you want this or not?
Yeah. Okay.
Bingo. Great.
So now that I've gotten 8 customers in my waiting list that I have to respond to. So now that they've downloaded that, I'm going to send them a follow-up email letting them know that they can get the hard copy for $15 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Already.
And that you can just send them you can just send them a broadcast, an email. You don't have to worry about like a whole workflow. Just send out one email to these 8 people really quick, and we can build that as an automation later on.
Right. Okay. And I'll just set up a product and wait for them to pay.
You got it. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You got it, Patricia. Really great work there. Super proud of you as well. All right. Fantastic. Oh, Marie. You know what, Marie? I only have like 6 minutes, but come on. Let's talk about it. How can I help today?
Thank you, Dante.
You got it.
So you said, for those of if you have like a funnel, like what's that, a webinar question?
Yes.
I wanted to know if I could take out this slide because, oh, sorry.
You're coming through right now.
I know. If I could take out this slide right here because it feels like when I'm practicing, it feels like it's a big gap. This statement here says this, but when you're going down here, it doesn't follow what you're saying up here. Okay, this is what I mean. So this says that after you bring in your, what do we call this? Imaginative story, like you're trying to let them know, imagine what your life would look like without your pain points. Then you come to the next slide and then it said secret number 1, and that is what I put here. But when you come up to the second one, it goes back to the other things people have tried without results.
Okay.
So I was asking if I could just hide this because I don't know, it doesn't look correlatively to me.
Can you go down what's after slide 9?
Yeah, it's you're introduced, like 10 talks about introducing the new opportunity, which is your new framework. And this is where the secrets finally come in place, which is around
Yes.
slide 24.
Yes.
So
Yes. And
I don't know
you have
what
secret number 1. Okay, let me see. Sorry, go back down. Let me see your secret number 1.
secret number 1.
Yes. Just below, the next step down.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. The 3 secrets of eliminating dark spots. Secret number 1, how to easily get clear skin in just 4 weeks without the overwhelm and trial and error that you're used to experiencing. And yes, absolutely you can. You don't have to delete that slide yet. I would just hide it.
Okay.
But yes, you will 1,000,000% can, Marie.
All right. That was the only worry I had. Then yesterday, the assignment you gave me, I'll go back and hide it. You don't have much time. So yesterday, the assignment you gave me on the funnel, I tried to.
You can just click the image of your funnel if you ever want to just view the funnel. Clicking the name brings you into the builder like this. But if you ever want to just quickly preview the funnel, just click the image of it.
Oh, okay.
You can preview for me.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. No worries. The editor just takes a little bit longer to load, but it's no worries. We can take a look here.
Yeah. So when I did the changes, the green one that comes here, what's the green one called? I tried to change the background color, but it did not let me. Even it did for the mobile. You can see this one looks better than the orange. But it did not change for. I tried to do it, but I could not get it. It did not change for this one.
I think it's your row background you need to change. So watch this. Put your mouse like out here to the right. Yeah, and when you highlight the blue row, bring your mouse in left. You don't even have to click settings. Just click your mouse right there.
Right here?
Yep, when your row is highlighted, you could just click it, and then at the top, we can see we're editing our row right now. It always shows you what you're looking at. So now that we're here, I look at the paint first. You're using no paint, so there's no colors there. That's great. Let's scroll down to our background, please. Just a little bit lower. Background is turned on. Okay, keep going down. Background is orange. You want to make this background black, is that correct?
Correct.
Let's try it right here.
It didn't. It changed instead this one at the top.
That's right. So click on your funnel. Don't worry, I got your back. I know exactly what's happening. I'll walk you through the whole thing. So now, as I look at my row background, do me a favor, highlight your blue row, please. Move your mouse in just left a little bit. Okay, so now I look at my row background, and my row itself is black. I changed the row, but now this entire right side is still orange.
Yes.
That has to do with your column itself. So in the bottom right, there's a little settings. Highlight your, yes, you were right there. Put your mouse in the bottom of your box. And there's a little settings right there. Yes, column settings. You have a 2-column row. You have a left column and a right column. I changed the entire row itself. But after changing the row background, my right column was still orange. So now we come into our column settings. First, I look at paint, and I can see there's your orange background.
Oh my God. You go see daddy, please. Just go outside. Babe, help me picking there. I'm not finished what I do. Go see daddy. I'm coming. Oh, it's okay. It's
Marie,
okay.
you can take a couple seconds. I got plenty of my own. Take a second.
It's okay. Sorry, Dante.
It is A-okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
So, basically, it was your column. You have a right and a left column, and your column has the background. So hit that drop down, your paint drop down.
Which one?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep. And just make it none and watch what happens.
None. Oh.
Bingo. It's gone.
Whew. I was on this thing for like 2 hours. I'm like, I'm done.
It's just living and learning, Marie.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through this.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Then one thing.
Sure.
The above the fold right here, the writing that is on it, it went out. Like for instance, when you look at the one on the mobile,
Mm-hmm.
but up here, I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, interesting. Go back to your mobile, please.
Mobile.
Yeah, great. Oh, okay. I can see in the top right or top left of that top banner, there's a red box right now. I don't know exactly what it says, but I can guarantee that that top banner is set to mobile only. So let's go change that. You do that at the section level. So put your mouse like there on the right edge. There's your green section. Just
Yes.
click. You don't even have to go to settings. Just click. Section opens up. And now look at the bottom. There it is. Mobile only. I want you to make this all.
Okay.
You don't even have to scroll. Yep. There you go. Nice. You did have it on mobile only, but now we just swapped it over to all, meaning this section is now going to show up on both desktop and mobile. Let's go back to your desktop view really quick. Just make sure that worked. Yes. Scroll me up.
It's up.
Interesting. Put your mouse above all that.
Save.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Go back to your mobile. Check this out. Go back to your settings, your section settings. Thank you. Yes, right there.
Just tap it.
Yep. You can put it mobile only again.
Okay.
Great. Now, back to your funnel. Just click anywhere on the side to get out of the settings. Great. Now, I want you to highlight your green section again in the top. And then I want you to hit this little button. It's a clone button, the 2 pages. That. Great. Go down to the settings of your bottom section now.
Say
So
that again.
you now have 2 sections, 2 banners. The top one is mobile only. I want to go edit your bottom one. So
Okay,
move your mouse.
this one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Move your mouse out to the right, highlight your section, just click. Now, click that as desktop only. Yep. So interesting. That is probably formatting. No, I wonder if it's your funnel background. Okay, that's probably formatting here if I had to take a guess. But I see a desktop only right here. But yeah, put your mouse up there now. Move your mouse around up there in the white space. Like, move your mouse around. I'm just seeing nothing. Okay, scroll me down a little bit on your funnel here.
Dante, do you have to save the change?
She shouldn't have to. I should see that show up right away. Okay, cool. So, Marie, yeah, keep going down. What's that right there? Just want to make sure. Yeah, great. So, Marie, this happens once in a blue moon. It's probably just a little weird bug, a little weird glitch. We could report it to support, or you can just make a new banner. Watch this. Scroll me up. Okay, highlight your green section.
Here.
That's your row. Let's keep going out to the right and find your section. Keep going. So interesting.
I'm out already.
I feel like your browser is cached, Marie. There's no section. Move your mouse up to like here. Yes. Move around. Nothing.
So-
Okay. Save your change really quick. Let me see.
Okay.
Yep. Save. Absolutely. Okay. Preview. But I want you to right click the eyeball. Right click. Open link in incognito.
Open link.
Third option from the top.
Okay.
Bingo. Okay. So interesting. You can close that browser down. Great. I feel like this is just a caching issue, Marie. because I'm not. There's a section.
And you're looking for a row.
I'm looking for the section. The sections are green, rows are blue, and it's there, but I'm not seeing the green outline show up. Right? I should see a green box, just like I see a blue box for rows and orange boxes for elements. I should be seeing a green box, and I'm not seeing that. And 99.9% of the time, that is a simple caching issue. So here's what I'd like for you to do, Marie. First, open up a new incognito window. You can do that by clicking the 3 dots on your browser at the top right.
3 dots. Okay.
Yep. And then you have new incognito window. What I want you to do, it's right there actually.
Where? New incognito.
Third option from the
Okay,
top.
okay.
Nice. Okay, so you can go to myclickfunnels.com. You're going to have to re-log into your ClickFunnels account in an incognito window here. Yeah, so it's going to make you sign in. I would love for you to go back, sign in here, do the thing, go back into your funnel and try and make that edit, get that banner back on. If it doesn't work in an incognito window, then get with support. But if it does work in an incognito window and it's not working in your normal browser, it is 100% a cache issue. So you'll just have to clear your cache and cookies. But basically, next steps here, try it in incognito. If it works in incognito, then you have to clear your cache. If it doesn't work in incognito, get with support and they'll fix it up for you.
And to contact support, I forgot the process.
That's okay. We have an email. I'm going to put it in the chat. Whoops. I'm going to put it in the chat for you right now. That is cf2support@clickfunnels.com.
What did you say?
cf2support@clickfunnels.com. I can actually
CF2.
stop your screen share. I just put it in the chat as well, Marie. So feel free to copy and paste, but I'm sure you're writing it down. It is CF2, the number 2. So CF2 support@clickfunnels.com. That's an email you send directly to our agents who know ClickFunnels ClickFunnels Back and Forth 2.0. So CF2 support@clickfunnels.com. Get you right in there.
Damn, I hope it's not something big because the last time you sent me to them, they told me to create a new funnel from scratch. I didn't even tell you.
That literally won't have to be a thing. I have so many ways around that. It's not even funny.
All right, Dante. Then one last thing before you go, please. My
It's got to be so
emails.
quick, but yes.
I wanna launch traffic to this funnel that I just showed you, but I'm not sure what email, if the emails would go out with my domain name.
So you need to test that then, correct?
Yes.
Great. Watch this. Preview the page. Eyeball, top right.
Eyeball preview.
Okay, put in the information. First name, email, phone number. You're literally just going to opt into your funnel just like a customer would. Choose the email you want to send to. Yep, beautiful. I'd go ahead and put your real phone number. If you like, I can stop the share.
No, it's fine.
Cool. Yeah, I doubt anybody's going to try and spam you. So you just opted in. You just did the thing. Back to your ClickFunnels account real quick. That's one browser tab to your left.
One browser tab to the left. What do you mean?
At the very top in your browser tabs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should tap this one?
No, not that one. Go to the one to the right. That one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your account. Exit the editor, top left.
Top left.
Right there. Yep. We're going to exit the builder, top left. Go to your customers tab, top left.
Customers.
Then contacts. Okay,
Anyway.
cool. You've probably just opted in before on that email.
Yes.
Not a
Yes,
problem.
I did. It's here.
You opted in like a customer. You should be in that workflow. If you want, you can go to the workflow and you can go check it out. You can also go to your contact and you can see what you're currently a part of. But basically at this point, just wait. Look at your email, and within 10 minutes, you should have your email hit that email that you just opted in with.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, I'll just wait and see.
Nice. It's perfect. Yep.
But if it doesn't, how do I go ahead to fix it because it's weekend already?
If it doesn't, then you're going to go to your workflow. First, you're going to make sure that your workflow is active. If it's not active, it is not going to fire. So make sure your workflow is active first. If the workflow is active and you're still not getting the email, then go back to your funnel and make sure that your button is set to submit. Our button must be set to submit so we actually collect the contacts.
I think I get it. It's here.
Bingo! You're rocking and rolling. Easy peasy.
Okay. It shows Marie Yaya's team. It doesn't it doesn't go with the email.
Right. It's your ClickFunnels subdomain email, right?
Yes.
You can just change that in the workflow itself. Go to your email in the workflow, click your 3 dots on the email, then click settings. So just go to the settings of that email, and that's where you choose what email address it's being sent from.
So I have to do that for all the emails?
Yes. Just in this workflow, because in this workflow, when you started setting it up, you didn't have your domain, you didn't have your email address. So those emails are just going to be set to your no reply, your workspace email. Change that up on all those emails.
Hold on. So when I open the email, I should take the 3 dots that is on it, and then I change it from there.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna try and see.
I'm gonna show you right now before I have to go, so you know what
All
you're
right.
doing.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Here we go. So here we go. I'm in the workflow now. I go to the 3 dots on the email. I go down to the settings, and now here I can choose my from and reply to address. Hit that drop down. Just choose your address now, and that email will now be sent from your actual address.
Oh, which means I have to do that for all the emails that I've
That's
set up.
exactly right. Every email in the chain, we're going to come in, we're going to 3 dots, settings, and we're going to choose the from and reply to addresses. That's absolutely right.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You got it, Marie. Great questions. Great work as well. All right, gang. On that note, what a week. Man, I'm proud of you guys. Great job. We have so many of you that have been doing the thing, and you're now just getting over the edge. Congratulations to everybody. I'm really unbelievably proud of you for that. Make sure to take some time this weekend and celebrate these wins. I know you might look at a 1 comma club, you might look at your first sale and say, oh, it's nothing crazy, I'm not setting the world on fire, but the first is always the hardest. You know what's the hardest to make? The first million. You know what's even harder than that? The first 100,000, then the first 10,000, then the first 1,000, then the first 100, then the first sale. The first of everything is always the most difficult. So you guys are doing the thing, and I'm crazy proud of you for that. I really am. I need to go. I am almost late for a meeting, but really great work. Super proud of you guys. Looking forward to getting back next weekend. Take some time this weekend and pour back into yourself. As leaders, as servers, as doers and funnel hackers, we can't do the thing if our cup runs empty. So make sure to take some time this weekend and do something that fills your cup up, whether maybe it's like Patricia, spend some time with your God, or enter a demolition derby and try and destroy some other people's cars. I could care less what fills your cup. I'm not the arbiter of that. You guys do what you need to do to make sure that we hit the next week rejuvenated, rested, and ready to rock and roll. I'll be here with Bell.